Fellas, let me say something most men are too afraid to admit out loud. The more you chase her, the less she wants you. I don't care how much she said she loved you last week. I don't care if she cried when you left that voicemail. If she told you she needs space, it wasn't random. It was calculated. She's testing you. She's pulling back to see if you crumble. Because here's the hard truth most women will never admit. They crave dominance, not desperation. Respect, not reaction. Distance, not desperation. This isn't about playing games. This is about understanding female psychology and using it to protect your peace, your power, and your pride. And if you've ever been ghosted, breadcrumb, friend zone, or told you're such a nice guy, this is the wake-up call you never saw coming. So let's break it down. 7 brutal truths about giving her space, and how to do it in a way that makes her chase you. Point 1. Needing space is code for, I'm not feeling you right now. Let's kill the fantasy, bro. When a woman says, I just need some space, she's not sitting in her room crying about you. She's not journaling about how amazing you are. She's not praying for clarity. She's texting a guy she actually wants to see and hoping you don't blow up her phone while she does it. Needing space is the modern woman's polite way of creating room for other options. It's her way of keeping you on the back burner while she explores what or who else is out there. Women know that men are wired to chase, and they use that instinct against you. They pull back not because they want to heal, but because they want to see how far you'll go to win them back. Don't take the bait. If she really loved you, she wouldn't ask for space. She'd fight for closeness. If she genuinely cared, she wouldn't risk losing you. She'd cling to you. So when she says she needs space, give her exactly that. Not emotionally, physically, completely. Radio silence. Because her request is a litmus test, not a cry for help. And your reaction determines whether she sees you as a man to chase or a boy to discard. Point 2. Her attraction rises in absence, not attention. Let me hit you with something bitter, but true. A woman's attraction to you grows when she's wondering about you, not when she's hearing from you every 15 minutes. Why? Because women are emotional creatures, and emotion feeds off of uncertainty. When she doesn't know what you're thinking, where you are, who you're with, it triggers something primal in her. Curiosity, possibility, tension, and that tension creates attraction. But when you're always available, always texting, always checking in, you become predictable, and predictability kills desire. She starts seeing you as safe, which in her mind is just another word for boring. That's when she starts saying things like, I need time to find myself. You're just too good for me. I think I need to focus on me right now. Translation? She doesn't feel the spark anymore. And it's not because you're a bad guy. It's because you're always there. She knows she can have you. And what a woman knows she can have, she starts to devalue. So give her space. But don't do it with bitterness or revenge. Do it with power, with purpose. Disappear without explanation. Let her sit in the silence. Let her wonder why you're no longer orbiting around her. That mystery will eat at her ego, and that's when the chase begins. Point 3. Chasing her validates her power, not your love. Here's the part most men get backwards. You think that chasing her is proof of your love. You think texting her again, showing up, sending flowers, begging for closure, that it somehow shows you care. It doesn't. It shows you're weak. It shows you've handed her the power. Every time you reach out after she pulls away, you confirm what she already suspects. You'll do anything to keep her, and she doesn't have to do a damn thing to keep you. That dynamic is toxic, and women exploit it. You think she'll appreciate your effort. You think she'll admire your persistence. But in reality, she's losing respect for you every time you text her back. Think about it. When's the last time a woman chased a man who was begging? She doesn't want the man who's kneeling. She wants a man who's standing, even when she walks away. So here's the play. When she creates distance, don't run after her. Rise above her. Let her feel what life is like when your energy is gone. Let her feel what silence sounds like. Because if she's worth it, she'll come back. And if she doesn't, she was never really yours to begin with. Point 4. Her silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Let's break a dangerous illusion. When a woman goes silent, most men panic. They assume she's hurt emotional, confused. So what do? They chase. They call. They apologize for things they didn't even do. But here's the reality most men can't stomach. Her silence is not weakness. It's not heartbreak. It's power play. She knows that silence burns a hole in your mind. She knows that unanswered texts create anxiety. And she knows exactly how long to wait before breadcrumbing you with a, hey, just when you're starting to move on. Women understand the power of silence because they've watched men destroy themselves trying to fill it. Here's the truth. When she goes quiet, she's not just thinking, she's calculating. Will he chase? Will he double text? Will he break no contact first? Is he still orbiting me? She's measuring your value based on your response to her absence. So flip the script. Use her silence as a mirror to reflect your self-control. Don't crack. Don't explain. Don't defend. Just vanish. Let her sit in her own silence and feel what it's like to lose your energy. You want to be the man she regrets ghosting, not the one she laughs about in the group chat. Point 5. Women respect boundaries, not pleading. You want to know the quickest way to kill a woman's attraction? Beg. Pleading for her time, her attention, her love, her presence. It makes her see you as needy, weak, disposable. And women don't desire men they pity. They desire men they respect. Now, you might say, but I love her. And that's fair. But love without boundaries is self-destruction. Here's what women will never tell you out loud. The men they can walk over, they eventually walk away from. They might enjoy the attention for a while. They might soak in your desperation. But once they know they can bend your boundaries to their will, you lose all mystery, all power, all challenge. A man without boundaries becomes her emotional punching bag, her fallback guy, her maybe later. So when she says she needs space, don't beg to stay in her life. Withdraw like a man who values himself. Let her earn her way back in, if she ever even tries. That's what separates men who get respect from men who get replaced. Set your boundaries in stone. Let your silence speak louder than your pleas. And remember, you're not trying to convince her to choose you. You're giving her the opportunity to deserve you. Point 6. Your absence is a mirror. Let her see herself clearly. Most men don't realize this. Your presence gives her a shield from accountability. When you're always around, texting, calling, checking in, she never has to feel the weight of her own decisions. She never has to face the consequences of asking for space, playing games, disrespecting you, because you're still there, still available, still orbiting. But when you disappear completely, now she has to deal with the silence. Now she has to wonder, did I go too far? Was he really done? Is he with someone else now? Did I just lose a real one? Your absence is a mirror, and in that mirror, she's forced to confront what she actually lost. Women don't change because of your speeches. They change because of your distance. They grow when they're alone with their thoughts, not when you're lecturing them on the phone. So don't try to explain your worth. Make her feel your worth in your absence. That discomfort, that vacuum you leave behind, that's where the shift happens. That's when she realizes the man she took for granted is no longer waiting. And that's when regret hits her like a truck. Point 7. A woman will chase the man who can walk away without fear. This is the ultimate truth. Fellas, the one no woman wants you to internalize. She will chase the man who can leave her behind. Not the one who cries when she leaves. Not the one who offers more love as she pulls away. Not the one who texts, I just want to understand what happened. No, she will chase the man who doesn't blink when she walks out. She will chase the man who values himself more than he values her validation. She will chase the man whose silence feels like punishment, but whose presence was a gift. That kind of man, rare. That kind of man, dangerous. That kind of man, unforgettable. Most women are used to men who beg, men who chase, men who panic at the thought of being alone. But when she meets a man who's not afraid to lose her, it changes the game. Suddenly, she's not in control anymore. So here's your final weapon. Walk away when necessary. And mean it, not as a tactic, not as a manipulation, but as a man who knows. Any woman who truly wants you will never risk losing you. If she does, let her go, Because your peace is worth more than her confusion. Brothers, if this hit home, if you've been that man who chased, begged, overexplained, and still got left on read, this is your wake-up call. Give her space the right way, and watch her come crawling back. Or better yet, realize you deserve better in the first place. Subscribe, like, comment, and most importantly, share this with every brother, every son, every man who needs to hear the truth women will never say out loud. This is Woman Unmasked, and we're just getting started.